How you guys doing? My name is Patrick Cummings. I'm a personal trainer at Gainesville Health and Fitness. It's the new year. Okay, it's time to get back on those goals you said you would start before the holiday season. Okay, now what we want to do when we start all these new goals and we have these New Year's resolutions is we want to make sure we focus on the right things. Okay, now you might be tempted after a couple weeks of eating a lot, drinking a lot, and maybe not working out as much to get back onto a path of something really strict, really severe, or really intense. And right now, it's not what we want to do. If you have New Year's resolutions, if you have goals you want for this next upcoming year, that's awesome, that's great. But when you make these new habits, make sure that you actually produce something or do something different that can be sustainable. So if we talk about detoxes, cleanses, any sort of fad, herbal supplement, all those things really aren't going to lead you down the path of creating sustainable habits and a sustainable lifestyle that can keep you on track throughout the entire year and not just lose you a few pounds in the first few weeks. Okay? And at the same time, if you're trying to start a new form of exercise, make sure that at the same time you're doing this new form of exercise, you're also trying to take care of your body, you're focusing on recovery, and you're trying to make sure that your joints work correctly to do that new form of exercise. So I'm a KINSTRETCH instructor. Our goal as a KINSTRETCH class is to make your joints function well so that you can go off and do whatever you want to do. Here are a few moves that you can try by yourself to make sure your joints function correctly. All right, guys, another thing we can do if your goal is to either maybe bench press a little more weight, your goal is to do a full push-up for the first time, your goal is to increase your push-ups and do more. Okay? What we want to do is break down those movements and try to enhance a specific portion of that movement. So what Paul's going to do here is she's going to work on the bottom position of either a push-up or a bench press. Okay? She's going to lay face down on the ground. Her knuckles are going to be down on the ground, and her hands are going to be about where her sternum is. From this position, on my cue, she's going to try to drive her elbows to the ceiling and try as best she can to lift off these knuckles. Now, if she can't, that's okay. But when we try to do this, what we're trying to work on is an isometric contraction, or at least a very small contraction, in the bottom position. So from this position, on my cue, she'll lift up. Ready? 3, 2, 1. She's going to lift and squeeze. She's going to try to drive as high as she can. And it's very difficult to stay here for a long period of time because she's at her end range of motion. You're going to hold, you're going to hold, slowly coming back down. Now, don't try this if you already have some shoulder issues, right? There are a lot of more things we need to address before we do this kind of movement. However, if you have perfectly healthy shoulders, trying to get into this end range position and teaching yourself how to contract will go a long way to making sure that push-up or that bench press comes a little easier, particularly in that bottom position. Let's try one more rep. Drive up, elbows up high, pushing not as high as you can, slowly going back down. All right, guys, try some of those moves out. Hopefully they help your joints work better. Hopefully they make whatever exercise you choose to do a little bit easier. Remember, when you're making these resolutions, give yourself a daily task to do on a daily basis to make sure that you're taking a step forward towards those goals. If you're interested in trying KINSTRETCH out, we have them at GHF Main Center on Mondays and Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m., Friday mornings at 7 a.m. My name is Patrick Cummings. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me.